Welcome back. Some of us have a bit more weight or lumps and bumps since the pandemic hit, but you can sculpt a new you with some non-invasive treatments, and you can do it before the holidays too. Dr. Deborah Mangione is back from the Wisconsin Vein Center and Medi Spa. She says save the knives for your pumpkins. She's got treatments that are great and wonderfully non-invasive. Good morning to you, Dr. Mangione.
Good morning, Molly. So nice to see you, even virtually.
I know. In fact, before we get started on body sculpting, I just wanted to say something really quick, because usually I get to see you here and we talk during commercial breaks. I've had so many compliments lately about my skin, and the only difference is that I did an AFT treatment, which is my favorite, as you know, and a dermaplane, which is kind of like the follow-up. And I mean, people notice the difference.
Well, I'm so glad that you feel that way. You do look beautiful. And so we're very glad that you were able to, have that result. Most people do. So
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. And I'm having the Hollywood facial next week before the wedding. I'm super excited about that too. So thank you for everything that you guys do there.
You're welcome. I had that yesterday.
Oh, you did? You look good too. All right, so let's get started talking about body sculpting. I think what's so beautiful about these treatments is that many of them have permanent, lasting results, and they're non-invasive.
Yes, they are. It's wonderful to be able to have liposuction if you need it, but there are so many non-invasive ways also to get rid of those little areas that you haven't been able to reduce by dieting or by exercising. And so it's really nice to be able to take advantage of those kinds of things without worrying about any kind of risk from having an invasive procedure.
So all month long, you're going to be promoting different body contouring procedures. So let's go through some of the most popular, including Coolsculpting, which is known around the world, and it's one of people's favorite treatments.
That's right. Coolsculpting is the most popular non-invasive fat reduction treatment worldwide. Well over 7-8 million procedures have been done. We usually recommend that if people have pinchable fat and they're not more than about 30 pounds over their ideal weight, we can perform these procedures and really get lovely results. Often we will recommend that we do a second round at about 4 weeks out, because that will reduce the area that's treated by about 50%. Otherwise, it's 20 to 25% in the first application. Now, this, for instance, is just one application, but you get rid of saddlebags. On the arms, again, we usually say we'd like to have at least 2 treatments. This person had 3. And really has a lovely result. As you know, I've had it on my arms, and even just with one application, I could see massive difference.
Yeah, it was incredible, truly. And the thing is how many different areas you can treat, from our chin all the way down to even our knees.
That's right, the little turkey gobbler that we're all aware of as we get ready to get closer to Thanksgiving, but even baggy knees. So anywhere on the trunk, the thighs, inner and outer thighs, really a lot of areas that we can use this technique.
Love handles, back fat, bra fat, as we like to say, the muffin top, with all these cute terms that aren't so cute. How long does it take before people see results?
Well, we use a separate massage technique afterwards called the Z-Wave, which is an acoustic massage device, which really does seem to speed up the destruction of these fat cells and speed up the results. So at about 4 weeks, people will definitely start noticing a difference. And by about 8 weeks to 12 weeks, they'll see a final result. So at 4 weeks, after they're noticing a difference and they want to continue to get even more trim in that area, that's when we recommend that they consider a second application to that area.
I think Coolsculpting is phenomenal. Now, people who want more of a circumferential reduction, they can consider the Vanquish Me, correct?
That's right. We've really developed a nice protocol with Vanquish Me where we're combining some other treatments ahead of time. We're using some other topical radiofrequency called Exilus, and we're having people drink a lot of water, and we're using the Z-Wave with this treatment as well, at least at the first time, and we see it really boost the results. So the circumferential reduction can be seen after 2 to 4 treatments, and people definitely notice it, even if they don't have a lot of pinchable fat on the outside or still have a lot of what we call internal or visceral fat. They can still see a reduction from doing this procedure, because it really does work very well.
Tell us a little bit more about M-Sculpt, because that's something that's getting a lot of attention right now.
Yes, Sculpt is a newer treatment, and it was the very first treatment that uses electrical magnetic stimulation to get the muscle to contract in what we call super maximal stimulation. So that with doing these treatments for about half an hour, you're getting stimulation of your muscle. So it's like doing 20,000 stimulations or crunches. Here we can treat the buttocks, we can treat the abdomen, depending on which area is treated. The abdomen can even have a little fat loss associated with it, but we get a much more athletic looking buttocks if you want to do your buttocks. And we do the treatments twice a week for 2 weeks. That's ideal, although we can do them a little bit different spread depending on what the patient has available for time, but it definitely works. And it will give you a nice toned abdominal wall or a nice athletic lifted buttocks with this treatment. And people just notice they feel stronger and they feel that their muscles are more toned.
Yeah, see, I think that's so fun. And you've got some really fun, speaking of that word, events coming up. I'm going to give details in just 1 second here. But I think it's a fun month to take advantage of some of the great things that you have to offer, non-invasive, that have fairly quick results, that really make people feel better.
That's right. And I think it really is helpful. You know, we've all been cooped up for so long, and we have gained a few pounds, I think, with this pandemic for many of us. So we can at least start feeling better about ourselves by using some of these non-invasive techniques.
I love what you guys do. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, Molly. You too.
Can't wait to see you in person again. Okay, so here's the deal. The Wisconsin Vein Center and MediSpa says it's time for a masquerade. Post a Halloween picture on their Instagram or Facebook page for your chance to win a special fall facial. They know how to do them right. I love them there. The social media addresses are on your screen. 3 people will win in the categories of funniest, cutest, and scariest masks. Costumes. All right. And that 2-day body contouring event that we mentioned, that is coming up next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. It goes from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days. So come in for a consultation. You'll receive a gift bag, special pricing, and you'll be entered to win 2 free Coolsculpting treatments. That's fantastic. To find out more on the masquerade contests and body contouring events, visit wimedispa.com, or you can call for an appointment 262-746-9088.